in the very back. Whole parking lot's full here, so it's gonna be probably 5-10 minutes till we get out of here. We are in the very, very back. Second to last car. I should just shoot inside here. Jump in the center somewhere. I'm supposed to get out of here by aisle, but fuck that. People go! What are we doing? Okay, I guess we're the second aisle. Where's my flashers? Got an army truck here to the left. Okay, so people are trying to cut in. My hand still smells like gas because it was at the gas station. Okay, so this last row is almost already. Yeah, we're gonna be in the dead back. Driving all the way to Valley Forge would take like an hour. Especially when they start late, so we won't get there until 2:20. I'll have to keep it in. Good, I got a truck following me. No, I mean, me following a truck. I wanted one truck to get in front of me. Oh, they had a whole Trump store here I could have looked at. We're gonna get broken up by the lights. On the wrong side, I had my stuff on the other side. Take pictures while I'm driving. No, it's too far left. I want it more center. See if I get a red light anywhere. red light, so I'm just gonna go there. More centered it. I'm more centered it. Okay, people are blowing the red light. Let's go. Now we're gonna have one car jump in. The problem is there's so many red lights on this parade route that it's just gonna break the parade up. I think the car behind us has got somebody hanging out the sunroof. Oh, we're letting someone in? What is this now? What idiot. I'm not supposed to let people in. So now we got both sides of the road, so if there's any people on the side of the road, I got both sides of the road covered. Got all these people honking. Trying to close the gap between the car in front of me and me, but then the car behind me is just like sticking back. There's a whole group of people on the left-hand side here. Shouldn't have went through that light, but the car wasn't getting up and going. Now this car's gonna cut in. There's like 3 cars that just cut in. So this is what separates it. I'm following this truck in front of me, I don't care. Because I don't know, like I know the route, it's just follow this highway straight out, but like, follow this highway straight out through Valley Forge Park and then into back around to the arch and we're parking there, but then why doesn't this car up here get closer to the other one so we could stay together? What the crap is this? We got 19 miles till Phoenixville, and then it's past there. Well, I got nobody behind me anymore. Already, I think, spread out. And we've gone through, I think, 2 lights, 3 lights, maybe. It's because this yin-yang up here won't go. What the crap? Fun's gonna be on through the park. Driving with one hand, this isn't recommended. We're our own little group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cars. Because the other car doesn't know how to catch the car in front of them. Either that or they just deploy stop cars. Just the Antifa gets in the middle of it. I was shooting 60 coming up here on this road. Now I'm going 40. Oh, here's going to be a good view. Look at that hill, just filled with them. And we're nowhere close to the front. We're probably toward the back more, but that hill is filled with them. Okay, close the gap up here, buddy. 2 more of those. I want to get one with the Don't Tread on Me flag and one with the Thin Blue Line Pro Police flag. So then have 3 out of my 4 windows covered with flags. And I'll plan on doing that, and then just having the one window where I can open it. And then possibly getting 2 Trump signs and duct taping them to the back windows, or the back passenger side and driver's side. Just because I can. Oh, we got a guy flashing his beams at us. Lovely. Okay, that car up there will not close on the car in front of him. No idea why. Like to ask me why I support Trump, and it's more of a question of, okay, the other guy's a Democrat. He wants to defund our police department, which is only going to increase the crime rates. He's going to take away our guns and our Second Amendment right to have guns. And of course, you know, the illegal people are going to have their guns either way. They're going to have their guns whether you like it or not, because they're by nature criminals. They break the law. So they're going to get the guns any way they can, whether it's legal or not. So that's my biggest reason in gun law. Gun law is not going to work. Due to that, I support Trump because he's not a politician. He wants to drain the swamp, get rid of all these regulations on small businesses, these regulations that hurt small businesses. He wants to deregulate all that so that more stuff can be made here in the U.S., more stuff can be produced in the U.S., and therefore more jobs in the U.S. He wants to help the small business instead of helping the big corporations. These lockdowns have really taken a hit on the small businesses, and Trump's a businessman, so he knows how and what they need to get help. So he's trying to help the small businesses, and in turn he's really helping our economy. Lowest unemployment, lowest black unemployment, and all this prior obviously to COVID and the Democrat COVID lockdowns are obviously there just to hurt Trump and to hurt the economy and hurt the American people and gain more government control. But I believe the Democratic Party has one agenda, and that is this: do anything, say anything, do anything in their power, including if it's illegal, to gain power. They want power, and that power is, and there's some Republicans that are like this too, they want power. And that power is communism, big government, government controls everything, less individual freedom and more government control. And that's one of the biggest reasons I support Trump. And I also support the fact that he is trying to drain the swamp and get all the corrupt politicians out of government. And it shows more corruption. It doesn't get any more corrupt than what was done this election, and them trying to rig the system and steal votes from Trump and put votes toward Biden and all the stuff that was done with the election. But I also support Trump because he's the law and order candidate. You had thousands of people this weekend marching in Washington, D.C., and it did not get violent until Antifa showed up. And once Antifa showed up, it started getting violent. I mean, that's just how it is. All day long, it was fine and peaceful. And then the left shows up, and it gets violent. So, Trump's a law and order candidate. Where Biden wants to defund your police, also take away your guns, which basically leaves you really susceptible to criminals because you have no police in the neighborhood because they were defunded, and then you have, obviously, no gun. But then another thing, so we talked a little bit about economy, and we talked about police and law and order. Now, abortion is a big thing for me. I'm very pro-life. I do believe it should be allowed in certain circumstances, but, and again, we don't have a problem with you being gay. Where we have a problem is you shoving your gayness down our throats and you forcing your opinion on us. We just want to live as conservatives as free as possible and have as much freedom as possible and not have our rights taken away. You know, have guns, have the freedom to say whatever the hell we want to say, and not be censored on social media and stuff like that. Say whatever we want. But where we got problems is when you start shoving your opinion down our throats, and that's kind of my spiel with gay marriage and everything. And so yeah, those are the reasons I support Trump. Now, I think Trump is the first Republican candidate in a long time, a true Republican conservative, probably since Ronald Reagan. I really, really hope we, in 2024, whether Trump wins or loses this election, we get a good, strong Republican candidate, maybe a Mike Pence, Ted Cruz, Candace Owens. I don't know any of the other political pundits are planning on running. Possibly, maybe see Trump 2024 if Don Jr. wants to run, or if Trump loses. But I'm telling you, if we get a Biden presidency, I will accept it. But again, if he starts trying to touch my rights, like my right to self-defense, my right to say whatever the heck I want, my right to express myself, well then that's where we're going to have a problem. And I mean, we will talk about on this channel the bad stuff that Biden does when he does it. But I do believe there's some good things we can get from a Democratic candidate. Just mainly, you know, kind of, I don't know, stop the attack on Donald Trump and, like, show the American people that the Democrats can't fix this crap. What's going on now, the Democrats cannot fix it. They are not the answer. And the answer is to have a Republican president in there for a while. But I'd like to see Bernie get defeated. That would have been the real tell-all. Because it would have been communism getting defeated. They don't want Biden in there. They're going to turn on Biden. I guarantee you. They just want the woman in. Okay, well, I think we managed to somehow, the crowd is behind us now, so there is still actually people behind us, great big American flag behind us, so I think they ended up catching up. I don't know how. See how long it stays like that, because there's a bunch of red lights going through Phoenixville, but, we go through Phoenixville, and then we go and hit through Valley Forge National Park, and then we go to the arch and we park it at the arch. So I really wish I could have music, but I should be doing this as a time lapse probably. But then you don't get the honking, all the people honking. There's a thumbs down. We don't care. And see, that's another thing. You look at the Democrats, and they preach and preach about tolerance, love, and acceptance. But they don't. They're not loving, they're not tolerant, they're not accepting. They're the furthest thing from it. I mean, they go around giving you the thumbs down, they're giving you the finger, calling you losers, calling you chumps, in the case of Joe Biden, calling you names, calling you racist, and then you ask them, well, what did I say that was so racist? And they've got no proof, because, they never do. They never have proof in an argument. They call you names, and they have nothing to back it up. It's just all name-calling. Speaking of which, I do love that American flag. It's like a country-style, Western-style American flag. It's a nice one. Up in front of us. But, I'm trying to commentate to make this a little interesting. But, it's sad, really sad that the American flag has almost become a symbol that you are a Republican. I mean, Democrats and Antifa are busy burning the American flag. They were doing it last night in D.C. They were also shooting fireworks at hotels, and amongst other things, they attacked a woman and her baby in a stroller. So much for Democrats caring about women and women's rights. Again, they don't care about you unless you fit their cookie-cutter mold. And if you differ from that, they could care less about you. And that's just reality. I mean, you could be a black Democrat. They don't give a crap about you. You could be a gay Democrat. They don't give a crap about you. They just want you to fit in their cookie-cutter mold, not question anything, It's more of a cult, to be honest with you. It's more of a cult. Groupthink. They tell you exactly how to think. Now, the don't tread on me specifically applies to why you honking. Don't tread on me now specifically applies to the Second Amendment, but it could also apply to our other rights. Don't tread on my other rights, but I mean, we're going through the center of Berks County, beginning of Berks County. Now I'm going to go into Montgomery County here, and there's a lot of support for Trump out here. I mean, this parade, there's about a whole parking lot, maybe anywhere between 50 and 100 cars today in this parade. I wish I'd have gotten there sooner, because then I could have walked through the parking lot and just showed you the mass magnitude of cars. But we'll see. They're supposed to park in the Valley Forge Park. We'll see if that happens. Last week, they ended up turning around in the parking lot that I was in. That video is up on my channel. There's a red light here. That's what's screwing everything up. So, it's really scary what's going on right now with this election now. I'm fingers crossed, hope that Trump's able to pull it out with these lawsuits and recounts. I've got faith in him, and I know that he never gives up. By the way, I find it funny in the debates they were talking about a peaceful transition of power, Yet for the past 4 years, the Democrats have not shut up about Donald Trump and Russia and all this other stuff. So I don't believe that they should even talk about that when they haven't even given the guy a fair shot. And the media's in on it. They, like those 7 pillars that I talked about in my election prediction video. Once they've got all that, there you go, takeover coming. And what we're doing right now, what we're doing with these parades and rallies that we're still having, we're showing them that it is not okay to steal our election. And it is not just our election that they're stealing and doing this. They're stealing our democracy, because if they do this with this election and the presidential election and get away with it, imagine what they're doing for state and local elections, for your senators, for your congressmen and women. If they can get away with stealing an election, at that point it is not a democracy. It is a dictatorship where they dictate who gets in office. And we don't want that. Well, there we got a one lonely Biden supporter. Well, we are starting to get into the Phoenixville area, which is more Biden. That they're going to have a hell of a shot when we come through there, but because it's all Biden supporters in that town. So I have an American flag on the top of my car and a Trump sign on the back window. Truck in front of me, I ain't worried. And then they're gonna parade through the park. I do not understand why this white car up here cannot catch up to the car in front of it. Like, there's a gap. Hit the gas and go. Like, come on, man. But you know, it is what it is. Again, hypocrisy, the Democrat hypocrisy is really real there. I mean, you got Lori Lightfoot, mayor of Chicago, talking about how we can't have Thanksgiving, yet she just a couple days ago was out celebrating in the mass mob of Biden supporters that were celebrating when Joe Biden apparently won the election. So yeah, the hypocrisy is real. Again, do as I say, not as I do. They'll gain more control, and the more control they gain, the more they'll dictate your life. There's some Biden voters in there, a cemetery. There actually is multiple reports that said dead people voted, so yeah, there might be some Biden voters in there. And I'm not trying to do that as a disrespect to the dead. I mean, there is real reports of it, so this white car up here is going way too slow. Well, when we get into Phoenixville, I want to be in a group because I don't want to be alone coming through Phoenixville. So that's where I want to stay with this damn truck. The white car needs to catch up to that black car. Like, come on. Oh my God. Screeching liberal leftist weirdo. Did you see that? I'm glad I got that on camera. She is jumping out of her freaking car again. These people, I'm telling you, they don't know how to control their emotions. She was literally jumping out of her car, screeching at us. For what? For what? Because there's a Trump flag. Like, the hell? The hell? The hell? The hell? And she said something to people. I have no idea what. But, oh my goodness. As you can see, we're getting a lot of honks. I'm trying to talk, keep it all interesting here. But, I gotta catch up with this car. get there by the time they left. Historical 7 stars. So we will soon be entering the Phoenixville area. And then we go through Phoenixville and to Valley Forge Park. Go through Valley Forge Park and then go around near the Visitor Center and down to the Arch. So I right now have 1 Trump sign and 1 flag. That's about all I have. I would like to get more if I do this stuff in the future. I want to get 3 flags. I gotta get an America flag, a thin blue line, and a Don't Tread on Me flag to put in on, like, hang them out the windows, clip them. But I want 1 window free so I can open her up when I need to, and then get 2 Trump signs to block the back windows. Because I don't use the back windows. Nobody ever sits back there. We lost the group behind us again. I figured we would. I mean, when you have all these red lights, of course you're going to lose people. Oh good, the white car finally caught up to the black car. You don't say. This is on a not really so good day. I mean, there's about probably 50 to 100 cars in the parking lot. We'll actually see if they all come the full route. I don't know. You know, some might veer off here and there. Some might not go the full way. Some might get lost. You know, that whole 9 yards. We'll see if they all make it to Valley Forge, but horn. Looks like we're doing a better job of staying together, but that's not going to say anything until we get to Phoenixville. Dumb stop sign here. Let that car go so we can all go at once. Let them both go. Alright, now run the stop sign. There's no reason to stop. There's nobody at either stop signs. It's a 4-way stop. There's no reason to stop if it's a 4-way stop and there's nobody at the 2 things. I get it, but I'm trying to do a parade here. Look at the gaps now we have because you're all idiots stopped. I think we're about to enter Pottstown. Well, we brought up the crew behind us. Yep, we're entering Pottstown. Shut my window. Biden. We're entering Biden country, baby! I think they're all just blowing the red light up here. Are we blowing red lights now? I just heard a mother effer. Alright, it's green. Go, 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 people. I want to get through this light. And they can't go because there's no room. Crap. I'm not staying back. It's all backed up there. Shit, now all these cars are gonna get in front. Do I run the light? I'm running the light. Damn, I should have ran the light. Come on, go, go, go. Behind this white car. That red car's all the way up there now. See, a lot of these people turn off. I'm not leading this shit, no. It's like a whole group of people behind me. Let me go through the hood with my Trump stickers and Don't Tread on Me sticker and Thin Blue Line sticker and an America flag flying out of the back of my car. That sounds like a great idea. Just don't stop and I'll be good. Hope they all turn off and I get to catch up with this truck. I know where they're going and I know how to get there. It's just a matter of getting through the neighborhoods. I didn't know if I was supposed to go through the red light or not. Like, toward the back now. We're toward the back now, which is bad. Because everybody sees the front, then they think, oh, it's over, and then they go and it turns out it's not over, and they miss us. Okay, there's 4 or 5 cars between. About 5 cars between me and the truck. hope the guy behind me is strapped. I'm only kidding. There's a guy with a there's like 6 cars in front of us. Go, go, go. What are we doing stopping here? That's a stop sign for them, not for us. Okay, now there's 2 cars between us. 3. Good. One less car. Couldn't tell what that was. Gonna go through Phoenix Trail, and then we gotta hit Valley Forge Park, start going through the park, and they're gonna go around, loop around the park completely, and go to the arch. Guys standing alone with that. What I can't stand is people outside alone with masks on. Like, you're not gonna get the virus, number one, you're outside. I mean, you can get it outside, but the chances are very low. The chances are low in general, yet alone when you're outside looking like a friggin' idiot with a mask on. Like, you can't take that especially alone. When you're alone, it's even worse. Like, come on, man. I'm waiting till we hear an F Donald Trump song. Person behind us is starting to get a little riled up. Go, go, go. I don't want to stop in this town. What happened to those cars? There's someone in front of me. I guess I'm leading our little caravan now. Let me lay back a little bit because I want them to get some Windstar shit. Crew behind me. Oh Lord, I have a Biden sign right there, and now I'm sitting and stopping at a red light. You're kidding me. Come on. I'm trying to slow to a stop. I hear them up there. They're right behind me. You got Mr. Once we get through that, once we get into the park. Alright, why is this guy in the middle of the intersection, the light's green? This is seriously this backed up? As the Trump train's coming through? College girls back there, they're probably gonna start hollering at people. Oh, here we go. Four black people jumping out of the car saying F all y'all, F all y'all. Yeah, very tolerant of the left, isn't it? Doesn't even want to hear my opinions. What about lowest, they were African Americans, what about lowest African American unemployment rate? What about the First Step Act? Okay, what did Joe Biden pass besides that 1994 racist crime bill? I'll gladly get effed off, I don't care. Now we're going to pass these apartment buildings. Okay. I've got nobody behind me now. Oh, shit. Right in front of these apartment hood buildings here. Go, 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 go. People don't want to stop in front of these buildings. Your mask off. Alright, we out of here. Thank God. Which brings me to another point that the Democrats want to take away your freedom of religion. Kamala Harris said religion should be reserved for the upper class. And so, yeah. It's another reason why I voted Trump 2020. Now I have nobody in front of me, nobody behind me. This is... Okay, good. The car's behind me coming. Cavalry's coming behind me. You go to a Donald Trump event, you feel nothing but love. And you go to a Biden event in Trump stuff, you feel hate. Let me arrow on the side of we're about to go through and start going through the park here now, so flag on my top roof and then a Trump pen sign, but you can only see the Trump pen sign from one side. I should have a Trump pen sign on the other side, and then also a "Don't Tread on Me" flag and a thin blue line flag. But I don't. Okay, so this is where I turn to go home. I got to the parking lot earlier at like 12:30. It's now 2:18. I'd have been waiting that entire time for the parade to arrive. Parking lot I was in last week. Once we come back up the hill, I don't think these 3 cars in front of us are a part of it, but I know for a fact the 2 behind us are, and a whole chain of them behind us. So I'm kind of like bringing up the back here. So it was past the Freedom Foundation building here. Gorgeous American flag. Educate, honor, challenge. The whole crew is behind me. I don't know how many trucks are in front of me. Some of them are probably in Valley Forge Park right now. And then they loop around the park and go to the arch. Together. I'll see if my buddies are sitting out here like they were last week. Yep, they're standing out there with their flag. It's a Chevy. I think it's gentlemen. So that's where I was parked last week. I'll have to see where I'm going to be parked next week. If I park along the route somewhere. Or if I do what I'm doing today. We are now officially in the park here. You can look this place up. Very wonderful park, Revolutionary War history. George Washington and his troops stayed in this park, and so yeah, that's about the extent of it in the winter. mini tour here as I drive through. Guys behind me just went the other way. I'm going the long way around. They must have known a shortcut. Turn my things off. They must have known a shortcut because I'm going the only way I know. So. Going all the way through the park and then. I'm going to actually go a different way. I don't know my way around the park here per se, so. I'm going to head toward that direction because I don't see anybody up here, so I'm going to hook a left here or a right. Oh, this is just a parking lot. Crap, I thought there was a way to go out here. Damn it, the hell. Get out of here. I thought this was a road. Nice job. Oh, and they can't even go out there, so I gotta go out where I started. But how the hell you get out of this place? Same way I came in, damn it. Oh, that was a waste of a couple minutes. I'm gonna make a right out of here. Or left out of here. And go around, follow them. Down here where I was supposed to go and make a left. Apparently they know something I don't. I was gonna take a nice joyride through the entire park. Oh, this is never gonna work. Back over to Valley Forge here. I don't have a clue where I'm going. There's supposed to be an arch. I know, I've been here multiple times. I just don't know where the hell I'm going. The only reason I'm keeping the camera on is just because supposed to be. Oh, we're actually gathering up there, okay. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, we blocked the whole parking lot here. Copyrighted music. So I'm gonna just park right here in an actual parking spot. Still people coming in.
All these people come out on a day like that.
Yeah. Weather don't look too good. It's gonna rain any second.
No, 5.
5?
Good.
Seems like everybody's there. They came out anyway.
Well, DC was packed yesterday.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Just want the truth.
Yes, that's the second parking lot they're filling.
She like defended me there. That's it.
Still people coming over from the parking lot. About 10 minutes now.
So, I know, but you can. I try to plan them again.
A couple of things I want to say.
Thank you.
I've been asked to say a few things, so thanks for giving me the mic. I'm just so proud that right here, on these hollow grounds, is where our country took a stand for freedom and liberty. God bless you all for not listening to all the liberal media telling you it's over. Anybody see the movie Animal House? It's not over till we say it's over. Who's with me? We've got beautiful people here from all walks of life. We're all together as Americans. I'm so proud to stand with each and every one of you. This gentleman here right in front of me had his little bullhorn, and he had something he wanted to say. Come on up, sir. Come on up. Come on for this young man. Why don't you use your bullhorn, and I'm going to help you because I'm going to put this next to your bullhorn. What did you want everybody to chant? Let's hear it.
Yeah, now you can speak it into there.
Keep the country safe.
Anything, that's our police. We support our police and our firemen and our first responders, right? We want to stay safe, right? I would be.
Good job. That's good. That's good for now. Now you can stop it.
All I can say is, his parents, as I am, I'm so proud of him. And everyone who brought their little babies and their doggies and their wives and their friends and everyone that came in. I can't tell you, we were here early and we had a nice little group. But when y'all came rolling over the hills with your cars, man, our hearts just leapt. You don't know the spirit you brought here for all of us today. Morgantown! Yeah. So we're gonna hope you guys will do this next week. Oh, you got something else to say? Hold on.
Keep the country safe.
I got an assignment for everybody here, okay? I know everybody here preaches, well, we're all preaching right now, okay? But the problem we've had for so long, okay, is that the silent majority was silent, okay? It's still mostly silent. But here's why it was silent. Now, I'm going to tell you, I've been in most of the states in this country, been in a lot of countries in the world. And I'm going to tell you, 70–80% of the people in this world, we all think exactly the same. We mind our own business. We're taught to right, live and let live. Roof over our head, food in our stomach, job. Just a little, feel like we got some importance. Okay? Most of the people are like that, but there's a very small, very loud group on the other side that has stolen the narrative. And they're fooling the people on the other side. I'm so happy to see a nice young lady with a MAGA hat on, because a lot of the young people have been fooled by this. So what we now have to do is we got to get the message out to the people that just think they're doing the right thing. Their heartstrings have been tugged on, and we got to stop that now. We got to get the narrative back. So the silent majority, which we absolutely practice, which we preach, we now got to start preaching more of what we practice. Do I have everybody? So go out and spread that message to the silent ones. Thank you.
We just had a little request because there's some police officers, park police here, that are allowing us to do this. So I thought maybe we turn to our blue over there and give them just a real quick chant. Back the blue! 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 All right. They're part of the people that keep us safe. Anyone else have something they'd like to say on their heart? Here we go.
I am the organizer of the train that came through just a little bit ago from Morgantown. We were able to connect with people from and people from Chester County. And I encourage you guys, we're trying to make a really big event next week, so more people came here. So my Facebook and Carla is Berks County for Trump.
From the mountains to the prairies, through the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet relax, enjoy fellowship with each other, but 2 o'clock next Sunday, let's be here in numbers again.